Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 31 and today I am finally back at the studio, finally, for an actually extended period of time. As you guys know, these past few months, or this past 40 days has been completely crazy for me. We went to the Philippines, I've been down to Cornwall for a filming project, I also went to Boston for the Minecraft on Earth panel, and then I went to Italy for a wedding, and then yesterday we were up in London for the Blackmagic Design Pocket Cinema Camera 4K launch event, where our mini documentary that we filmed in the Philippines was shown on a gigantic cinema screen in front of a bunch of people, which I have to say was very surreal. It was absolutely crazy to be in a room filled with people that were watching our film on a giant screen. Yeah, it was a bit of a pinch yourself moment. So you will have seen all of that happening on Twitter and on Instagram and everything like that. And if you do want to see the mini documentary that we filmed, I'll put a link to it down in the description. But I'm not going to talk about that any further because you know what? I'm actually happy to be back on the Hermitcraft server. I'm so excited to start working today. And the first thing that I'm actually going to do is, well, we're going to do some destroying. Yeah, all of the items in these shulker boxes, well, all of these shulker boxes are going to be moved, all of this redstone is going to be taken out, and we're going to swap it out for an old school sorting system. Now, the reason that we're having to do this is because this system here, as you're actually about to find out, causes a ridiculous quantity of lag. All the items that travel through it, I mean, as soon as you start getting a decent number of items going through and all of these modules are kicking into action, it begins to get a little bit hectic on the server, and I just can't be having that for all the other players. It kind of ruins the experience for all the other players on the server at the time. So yeah, we're going to take this down, and as I say, go back to the olden days. With all of that removed, I've actually just remembered that none of our current sorting systems are actually functioning because I built these on slabs. But I just want to say a massive thank you to the absolute legend down in the comment section who reminded me that you can crawl with LAKEY. So I'm literally just... okay, I'm in a bit of a strange situation by the look of things, but either way, I can actually go underneath here and place in the slabs that were missing so that I don't have to do lots of removing of things. I'd have to remove all of this glass, I'd have to then remove all of this, place in the slabs on top of the torches, then do the comparators. It would have taken a long time. We do have a bit of a thing happening here though. I think I might be... am I in a hopper? Am I in a hopper? Is that what's going on here? I'm a little bit confused. Alright, so that is all of the slabs all fixed up. So now it's time to actually place in the water streams. Now I guess the water stream around this one's quite simple. And we did it on the other side. What I'm thinking is I'm trying to think how it's going to work. So I guess we'll go around like this. And then we will have water pipes that I suppose could actually follow along here. And then maybe get to this point and then turn and then go along there. So then it will look like that, and then on this side, this is going to be our storage silo side. So the water streams are going to be a little bit higher up, and we're going to have our storage silos there. I guess we'll have an item elevator that takes the items up, and then runs them across. So it's going to be a big loop that goes around all of the chests. Well, doesn't look like... I was really happy about my score with the phantom killing thing. I thought I was doing well. How on earth? How on earth has someone killed 338? That's just... oh. Anyway, I think it makes more sense to actually build up this other storage system first, and then we start doing the mental gymnastics that will allow us to create these water stream systems. That seems like the sensible option. Now, we are going to need tons upon tons of wood for this. I think we're going to need at least 5 stacks of chests so that we can actually place in all of the chests, and then we're going to need at least another 3 stacks of chests for all the hoppers that go into the back of the chests. And I don't fancy giving Rendok that many diamonds. How on earth has this guy got here? I feel like I should maybe protect him. It seems like he should be dead by now. What trades has he got? Oh, he's a cartographer. Okay, well he can just chill out there. We might actually need him. Hopefully this should be enough. This would have cost an absolute well, how much would that have cost? So that would have been 18 diamonds there. It would have been 36 diamonds. Yeah, I mean, an hour's work for 36 diamonds, that's probably about my hourly rate. Things are looking pretty good so far. So, we have got all of the chests in place. They're all making their way across. We've got plenty of wood left over to do all of the hoppers, which is nice. It's nice to have all of my resources sorted. The only thing that I have realized we may not have plenty of is nether quartz. I feel like nether quartz could be where we're lacking here. So we have 28 redstone comparators. We have a bunch of repeaters. That's going to be handy. But no quartz. What? There were 3 out of 10 stars. Is that some kind of joke? This shop is absolutely fantastic. I have just thought, actually, we are going to take it down soon. I've actually had an idea for a cool news store that is going to be coming out shortly. I need to get things straight on it. By the way, this place is deadly. The underground shopping mall is incredible. It looks really, really cool. So I'm super excited to get some form of store up in here, but also 5 diamonds for 1 stack of blocks. That is a good deal. Sweet. Okay, this is cool. And we can take some free poppies. I might actually need those at some point. And with that, all of the hoppers are in place. So we have got everything in. We managed to actually use up all of the wood that we had gathered up, and we still have a handful of stacks left over, which is going to be helpful in the future, I'm sure. I mean, wood is one of those things, you can never have enough of it. I remember when we built the TNT powered tree farm, and I managed to get 2 or 3 double chests worth of wood. And that lasted me for like 20 episodes, and I was happy. It removed a decent amount of stress from a lot of the projects that we were working on, because everything needs wood in Minecraft. You want to build pistons, needs tons of wood. If you need hoppers, that needs a ton of wood. Redstone torches, repeaters, comparators, all of those need wood. And you know what? I feel like I should build some form of automatic tree farm. Yeah, I think that's the move. We should probably do that at some point soon. In terms of biome clearing, so this is a comparator, this will be the redstone, there's another piece of redstone, and then this is the last point. So we need to clear out everything up to this point here to make way for all of the redstone. That's quite a significant chunk. I wonder what it's going to look like on the other side. Remember what I said a couple episodes back? And even like 2 minutes ago in the episode about having all your resources set? Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. We've run out of stone again, so I'm going to pop down to this area. We need a beacon. I really, really need a beacon. I don't know why I haven't got one of those just yet. I just haven't put my mind to it, really. Now, how much do you want to bet the ZF has actually restocked his quartz store? I'm going to bet these 3 diamonds that there aren't any bits of quartz inside here. No quartz, no walls, plenty of shorts. Now, just out of interest, how much does a comparator cost from... There's a skeleton in here. How did I not even notice that guy? I thought it was an armor stand. I thought that was an armor stand with all of the gear attached to it. Anyway, how much does a comparator cost? Cherry Premium Mouse. Oh, I see, yeah, because this is meant to be an Apple store. 2 diamonds for 32. It's not terrible. In fact, that might actually do the rest. That might be just enough. This place is deadly. One side of the sorting system is now all completed with comparators, with redstone, with the redstone torches, the repeaters, and everything like that. The other side is just in the process of being built. So we've got all of the stone slabs running across, and then the repeaters that are going to be running into those blocks, the redstone torches, and then the redstone going across the top there. Things are going well. Once we get this sorted, then we can actually do the good fun stuff, because, you know, we've built a lot of sorting systems now, and these sorting systems are massive. So I've done this over and over. Now, out of interest, I've just gone back. We've used up all of our comparators again, so I thought I'd pop back to Scar's store. I'm interested. How much? 4 diamonds for 32. Now Tango is charging 1 diamond for 8. So that is... Oh, they both charge the same amount. I think they're in cahoots. We've got a non-competitive market going on here. I thought that maybe one or the other would drive down the other's prices. I always find it fun to just nudge spiders around in the day. I don't know if you guys do this, but I just kind of push them around. It's kind of strange to think that this thing that hates you so much during the dark is friends with you during the day. Look, until you do this, and then they get upset. Can you imagine how terrifying life would be if real spiders were like that? Like they actively try to attack you in the dark? That sounds horrifying. Anyway, sorting system is now done. We are finished. We're done with the project. Now let's start doing the water systems that is going to connect up this entire thing. You know what? No, let's not. Let's do the storage silos. I keep putting this off. I feel like this is something that we need to do. Storage silos are going in today's episode. Okay, I'm actually going to need more wood. So how many storage silos do you want? We've got 1 for cobblestone. I guess we'll have 1 for stone. So that will be good. We'll have one for sand, which will be going about here. I'm going to just space them out using these sea lanterns as my reference point. So we'll have, yeah, one for, so we said cobblestone, stone, sand, and then we'll have one for gravel. And one for dirt. And then I guess, I mean, I should probably write this down, shouldn't I? I want 10. So far I've got 9. We've got dirt, grass, stone, cobble, sand, gravel, glass, white concrete, and white glass. That's where I am right now. There's one more thing. Maybe packed ice. Packed ice might be the move. Or quartz. But how much quartz are we really going to have at any given time? Probably not that much. I suppose, actually, they can be for miscellaneous items. We don't have a miscellaneous items section, so that can be where those go. Maybe the last 3 chests, because really, how much white glass and how much white concrete am I actually going to be storing? Probably not a ridiculous quantity. So we need 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm guessing 3 of those. Because, let me do the maths. So it's 7 for each one. We have 10, so that's 70. That was very easy maths. And yes, unfortunately, yeah, we need the extra. We had to pay for way more redstone lamps than we actually need. But it means we're going to have plenty for the future. So then I guess we're also going to need 70 comparators to run out the sides of these hoppers. So, yeah, I'm going to have to buy those from Scar. Scar, every single episode, I seem to give my diamonds to at least one of the hermits, alright? I seem to just give all of my diamonds away to at least one of the hermits, and the chosen one for today's episode is Scar. Whoa, what the heck? So there's a chicken here, and yeah, no. Did anyone just see? Grian's flying through stuff. That looks spectacular. Where does he get the eggs from as well? Like, where does he source this many eggs? The onslaught continues. Thank goodness he's not tagged anymore, because that would have been spectacular. Honestly, I'm curious to know. Like, where does he get this many eggs from? The Poultry Man strikes again. That's the worst superhero ever. Alright, that seriously is. This is not good. Okay, Architect. Okay, I know Iron Man's pretty cool. Poultry Man, that's not going to be one of the projects in Architect's budget, alright, Grian? Okay, just remember that. This is the setup that I've got. Does it work? It looks like it does. We should go up to 43 and then it drops through, or 41. Okay, and then it makes its way, I'm guessing, right the way to the bottom. Okay, so yeah, that's the circuit that we're going to be using, and this storage silo is also working. It's just we don't have enough items in there just yet. But most importantly, how is it all looking? I mean, we've got 2 of the modules in place, and I have to say, I think it looks cool. I like how industrial it looks, and I definitely think once we get the water streams in with all the items flying around, and we're going to have item elevators and item droppers and everything like that going on, yeah, this is going to begin to look really quite fancy. I'm excited for it. So that is half of the system all done and dusted. If we just run the redstone down like this, that should do the trick. So that connected up. We've got all the comparators, we've got all the redstone, and all of those redstone lamps are connected. Now this thing is looking awesome. In fact, you know what we have not done? I'm a little bit scared because there's always mobs in this area, and now I have to take off in this situation, which is very scary. But you know what we haven't done in this episode? We haven't actually done a fly around and seen what this place looks like. Now that we have all of the sorting systems in, that looks crazy. That looks really, really good. And then also the storage silos. It looks, yeah, it looks industrial. It looks like there's stuff going on. That is good. That's exactly what we want. This is perfect. We have now finally run out of repeaters. Just the next resource that we've run out of. Now, do I have... No, of course I don't have any spare ones. Do I have any spare ones in here? No, that's actually surprising. I would have thought all the repeaters that we got from taking out our shulker box sorting system would have covered us, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Now that we've got ourselves a few more of those, it is time to actually get this thing finished. So there we go. These are all now connected. We have got one full set of storage silos, and I have to say, it looks pretty cool. It looks really, really cool, and that is actually all of the redstone done for our sorting systems. So everything is now all completed. We should never have to touch the sorting systems ever again. Redstone wise, we shouldn't have to do anything. The only thing that we have to do now, which is something that I've kind of been looking to do for the entire episode, I keep going to do it and then doing something else, is of course the water systems, the things that are going to be transporting the items around. Now, I've been doing a little bit of thinking about how we're going to do this, and I think that the input chest should be somewhere in here, maybe even kind of on this block, and then the hoppers will go across, it will send the items up, and then it will go along like this, and then it will go along like this, and then along like this, and then it will go up through an item elevator, go along like this, and then that there is going to be where the end is. So that is going to be the last set of chests that the items are actually going to reach. I think that's probably the way to go. So for the most part, I've laid out all of the areas that we're actually going to be placing in these water streams, and I thought I would use quartz just because it's expensive and it looks really fancy on the inside of my base, and also we're going to be able to see it from the bottom because we have these kind of lanes going across like this. Now I'm curious to see how this whole thing looks now that they're in, and the answer is it looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's going to look super cool. Once we get some water in there, that's going to look amazing. And then if we take a look at it underneath, obviously there's no glass in there just yet. That looks pretty fancy. Alright, okay, yeah, let's start placing in the blocks. Oh, and this is why I'm excited to get some form of storage system. I've got loads of nether quartz. I spent tons of diamonds on comparators, and I've got loads of nether quartz. And also Grian just told me that he sells nether quartz for 2 stacks per diamond. So I could have bought it from there. This is ridiculous. Oh, now with all the glass in, this is looking even more ridiculous. I mean, look at this. This is looking so cool. I can't wait to see it with the water in. I think that's going to be amazing. The only thing that I am worried about is placing water on the underside of the slab accidentally. It's something that I do all the time. You always mention it down in the comment section. I can guarantee I'm going to do that and flood this redstone contraption at least once. One thing that I am sort of wondering is, are the items going to despawn? Like, is this circuit that I'm creating here going to take longer than 5 minutes for the items to get around? I'm going to assume no. I'm assuming that it's going to be a no, but I'm not 100% certain because normally, especially because, okay, so we've got no item elevator, so yeah, it's literally just going to be flying around. But then again, items move fast in water in Minecraft 1.13, so hopefully we should be okay. Next resource that I've run out of, so I've totally run out of wood, and we need just a handful more signs, because you can see I'm using signs to actually break up the water. Is there... None. Absolutely none. It's ridiculous. I'm flying through resources like nobody's business. And this should just about do it. So that is going to go across like that. And then there we go. That has now finished. This is where all of the items will end up. If all of these chests are filled and we haven't got a spot for it in the storage system. So it's very unlikely that we're going to be backing up items here. And that is, yeah, that's everything completed. So we have got ourselves a fully functioning, fully connected up sorting system with storage silos as well. So that is like the storage silo sorting system. Then this is the sorting system for all of the other items, and all of it is in segments of 8. So we have, well, how many segments do we have? So it's 10 segments of 8. So that is 80, 160, 240. There's 240 separate chests. Is there even that many items in Is there even that many items in Minecraft? Have I been really silly? Wait, have I even done the maths correctly there? Give me a second. So we've got, yeah, that's 5 modules of 8. So that's 10. So that's 80 separate chests. 160, 240, and then the storage silos out the back for the most common items. That seems like a lot of items. But I guess, no, see, here's the thing though. So we have 16, 32, we got, yeah, there's loads of coloured blocks. So you have 16, 30, like we could have all of the colours of concrete powder, all of the colours of concrete, all of the colours of hardened clay, and then all of the colours of wool, and all the colours of carpet, or just the dyes. And that would just be this. Like, only what that would be one branch. So there's a lot of items in Minecraft these days. So I think we should, in theory, be okay. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I really do hope that you enjoyed this episode on the Hermitcraft server. It's been a lot of fun. We got it done. We managed to make a ton of progress. I am super happy with it. In the next episode, I guess we need to work out where on earth all of these items are going to go. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please also hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and, you know, watch the new mini doc. I would really appreciate it. We worked really hard on it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Link will be on the end screen.